I got some goodies. Well, slipping off of there. Let's see what I got. Fabric Direct Crafts. Okay. Packed good. Oh, look at my pip berries. Yay. I got some pip berry rings. I remember ordering those now. I've been wanting these really bad. Man, I wish I'd have ordered more than 2. And what else? My rusty, let's see, open this up. My rusty stars. I got 100 of them. Because I go through these smaller ones like crazy. And the place I ordered before haven't been having they haven't had the small ones. Definitely rusty. Those are cute. I'm glad to have some more little stars. I love those. And then I went ahead and ordered it. It wasn't that much on some rusty 20 gauge, I think, wire. I'll open one of those up. Oh yeah, that's just right. I love that. Glad to have that. I went ahead and got 2 of those. And then I'm always wanting something to stick in with my bow fillers and have it. This is a bow filler, but I think, I don't know, 1 pound of rose hips. Now I have something to sprinkle around. And I checked, it was a lot better price than if I went to Amazon and got them. So there's my haul, and I'm really happy with it, except I wished I had ordered more than 2 of these. Those are so cute. This one you can see better. Okay, that's my little craft haul from Factory Direct Crafts. Happy to get them. Okay, I'm going to, in this video, I'm going to do 2 thrift flips. And I'm going to redo this little lamp. And this piece here. I have a plan for it. So I'm going to start with the lamp though. And I'm going to remove, it has this little tassel thing. And I'm going to remove that. I think somebody has painted this and put that on there, which it was cute. It's just not, doesn't go with my decor, so it's going to be redone. And then I'm going to also take this lamp apart. It's got some heavy duty glue on it. And it's sewn. Okay, where's the little piece to that? I'm going to get this tore apart, and then I'm going to start painting that. Well, actually, what I ought to do is go ahead and start painting this. So while I'm tearing this apart, that can be drying. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's dusty. Okay. I'm going to use my brush to get down in the, yeah, that's working. All those crevices. And I don't know if I'm going to paint this or not, or just leave it. It's kind of has a tan look to it, which I think is going to work with the color I'm going to use. Okay, that's good for that. Now, should have washed all my paintbrushes out, and I didn't do it. Okay, I'm going to use this Country Tan by Apple Barrel. Shake it up good. Put the lid on it so I don't spill it. And I'm just going to probably have to give this 2 coats. Yeah, I will. Let's kind of go down in here, see what that's going to look like. Yeah, I think I'm really going to like that color. I wouldn't mind it being a little darker, but the darker browns I had and tans just had more of a red cast, and I didn't want the red cast to it. So right now, I'm just going to finish painting this. Set it aside. And tear my lampshade apart. And start getting the parts I need for the lampshade too. I think once that dries and I give it a second coat, I'll like the color a lot better. And it will fit in with my decor. Alright, I'm not going to have you sit here and watch me paint all this, so I'm going to finish painting this and start on my lampshade tearing it apart. Now I'm going to start tearing this apart, but I wanted to let you know, I did put that coat of twill on there, or what, Country Tan by Apple Barrel. And I wanted it just a little bit darker, so I took some Ceram coat, and the color is walnut, and I got it at the thrift store for 25 cents, but I added that in there. I made it just a shade darker. I was trying to see, you can't really tell, but I wanted it just a little darker, so I'm going to try that color. But I'm going to move on and tear my shade apart here. Okay, now I'm working on my shade, and I remember last time I went around the edge. I wrapped a little strip around the edges, so if it kind of gapped a little bit, see, like right there, the metal didn't show. I forgot to do that on this one. So I'm now, you can see I've started, and what I'm doing, I'm going to wrap this around there and on this, and then I do have a video where I done one, but just in case y'all haven't seen that, all I do is take, and you can tie it any way you want to, or you could hot glue it probably, where you don't have to have it, you know, like that, where you don't have to tie it. But I think the tie looks cute. But I just bring this up. I do try to start by one certain material, because I'm using 2, and I'm using this here on each one of these wire things, and then you just tie it in a knot up here. But I want to wrap this first before I go any further on the top and the bottom, so if the metal shows, you won't see it. You won't notice it, because I'll have it wrapped. And I think I did that with the last one, but I forgot to do that on this one. But I'm just going to go around and wrap that on the top and the bottom. And then here is how the color turned out on my lamp. I think that's going to be cute together. I really wanted a darker, kind of a darker mushroom, I don't know, earthy color, but that's the best I could come up with. But I'm going to leave it like that. You know, I've said that before and changed it, but I am going to leave this one, and I'm going to keep wrapping. I decided I want to put some wax on the lamp. I think that'll kind of darken it. It does a little bit. But seal it up. I don't think I'm going to go over it with dark wax. I don't know. Maybe with this wax on it, it wouldn't be too dark and it would go down in the crevices. Just not really sure what I want to do. I might test a little spot of it and see what it looks like before I do it. But I'm going to finish this, getting this wax on there, and then I'll test a little spot with brown wax, and if I don't like it, I'm going to leave it off. Okay, I decided I liked it a little bit. I don't want a lot on it, but I'm going to put this on there and wipe it back. Trying to work it down into the cracks. Okay, I'm going to wipe it back. Now, you did use the Jolie top coat in brown. I'll leave the link for that below if anybody's interested, because I do get questions on it. The other one I used, what did I use? The clear, I just used the DIY wax, clear wax. All right, now I think from there, I've got some pieces cut. Yeah, I like that. Strips of material, and I'm not sure if I want to use that or maybe just some jute. Just not sure. Well, I think that should go all right. Of course, I'll double knot it and it'll hang a little better. And then I did take on the shade and I put a rusty star right there. And if I've got it out and I decide I don't want the rusty star showing, I'll just turn it around the other way. That should be finished now. Now I'm going to start on this one, and what I'm wanting to make is a cup holder for my coffee bar and have it look a little more primitive than the wrought iron one that I have. It's black and it's okay, but I think this would look a little more primitive. So what I'm going to do is I've bought me some little hooks. I keep these on hand. I've already went through one box, but I keep these on hand. I'll link them down below if anybody's interested. They weren't that expensive. So I am going to try, I think, and put one hole right there. That will be for 1 cup. I can't remember. I probably could go down a little more. It's hard to hold them up there and see right where I want them. So I got to get one started and going. Oh, that's as far as I want to go, because the first hole would be right there and the cup would be down. So now I'm going to take my drill and I'm going to drill some little holes and put at least 2 of them on. I'm going to have all my holes drilled, but put at least 2 of them on to make sure they're spaced correctly. And then I'll take the hooks off and I'll paint my base. Now, I wanted to show you, I ran into a problem when I was connecting, putting the screw in. I had this up there. Well, I was using the drill and the head of the screw broke off. And I thought maybe I could get some needle nose and twist it out. It wasn't working, so when my husband comes home, I'm going to have him get his little thing. I don't know what it's called. It's usually out in the garage, but he must have, I don't know why my phone just keeps blurring. But he must have took it and put it somewhere else. So I'll have to wait for him to find out where it's at. But I'm just going to have to come down a little ways. It's not going to interfere. I can go ahead and get my hook ready to go. And what I did, I'll do the same with this one, is I measured from the middle of that screw to the top of that. And I'm going blurry again. I measured that for the first hole. And I'm going to put the first hole in. No, I'll take this now and put that there and then put another little dot for the second hole. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll measure the distance from the top of this to this. And I'm only putting, right now, I am only putting one screw in. I don't know why it's doing that. But I made sure they're setting fine. Probably have that turned this way. And they're not hitting each other, and that's going to work. So now I've got to get the holes put in here on this side and on the other side. And then I'm going to have to wait till my husband gets off to get that screw out of there. And then I'm going to have to work on it probably tomorrow. But you guys won't know the difference. So that's where I'm at right now. I have all my holes drilled. And now I'm going to start painting this. Just black. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the whole thing black or just the... Well, I should have dusted that. I thought I had it cleaned. Okay. I'm going to go with the whole thing black. I'll probably have to give it 2 coats. So I'm going to work on painting this, letting it dry. I'll probably put a dark coat of wax on it. And then I'll put my little hooks on. I always forget to get my little turntable, and it makes it much easier when I have it a lot of times. It's just, I think this was just a little Dollar Tree turntable that I bought at the Dollar Tree once, and I have a larger one that I bought at the thrift store. And I forget to use them. Well, I have this all painted, and now I'm going to put the brown wax on it. And then after that, I'm going to put my hooks on. And then I have something that I'm going to put on it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it there. So I might just put it on with a, I'm going to try and say it, like a glue dot or something like that. Where's that? It's this. I've got to wax it also. But it's a crow. And I'm not sure I want it on there, but I'm going to finish this all up, putting the wax on here and putting the hooks on, and then I'll just take one of those little glue dots and put on there and put it on, because I'm just not, I don't want to glue it down till I know I like it. So that's where I'm at on this. And when I get it finished, I will show the whole thing to you.